Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Dee, and this is a channel where I am just exploring more plant-based slash vegan recipes. Just trying to vamp up what I eat and make more intricate and more enjoyable meals for myself. Now it's been a long time where I have been attempting to make a fried tofu. Tofu is one of my main protein sources that I eat on my diet. This is a pre-frozen pack of protein. It's been pre-frozen. It's thawed out now, and now I'm going to open it and drain it in a second. But I don't love using oils, but I've been wanting to try this fried tofu for a long time. I think I'm going to make like tofu tenders, kind of more like a strip instead of a nugget. So I'm going to be trying that today, and I'm kind of excited because I love a good crunchy, you know, dense protein going in my mouth. But anyway, I'm going to attempt the fried tofu tenders today, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I've got my ingredients behind me, and I hate frying. I never really use grease. I never really fry anything because, you know, the scare of being popped by grease, but then also the high contents of fat and grease. I just don't love it. But I want to let it sit and drain the oil off once I'm done and enjoy just the crispiness of it, and I know it's going to be good. So I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get into making our fried tofu tenders. Alright, so here are my ingredients. Of course, I've got my gluten-free all-purpose flour. I'm going to use nutritional yeast, cornstarch, various seasonings, and of course my tofu itself. A little bit of don't forget me notes in my wet and dry containers that I will be dipping my tofu in. So let's go ahead and get our tofu tenders made. First, I'm going to open and squeeze out the water contents from my pre-frozen tofu. So, as good as it's gonna get for me. So now I'm going to make my wet and dry. I'm gonna use these two containers here. I'm gonna make my wet and dry. Again, we're using gluten-free all-purpose flour. I'm going to use some nutritional yeast, cornstarch, and various seasonings from these two here. Probably go with a black garlic cracked pepper, and maybe spices and herbs, or 2 or 3 of those. And then I've got my drained tofu that I've squeezed out, setting aside over here. So let's get our mixes done. Our wet and dry. Let's get our wet and dry flours prepped. This is going to be my wet. This is going to be my dry. I'm going to take my tofu and break it into bits. To break it, but I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think that's going to work for me. So I'm just going to cut them like so. And then I think I'm going to also cut it this direction so I can have like kind of chicken finger tenders. Hopefully they will hold up properly. All right, so this is what we're working with. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out a system here. I'm going to put them back on the plate here, but I also need to put them on the opposite side. So we're gonna do wet. Wet, dry. Maybe I shouldn't have put that in there. Hold on, let me rinse that off. Okay, so I'm gonna do a wet hand and a dry hand. Alright, so I've got my lovely mess here. This is all battered up tofu strips. Some turned out to be nuggets anyhow because they were falling apart. I may have cut them a little bit too thin, but this is what we're working with. All right, so I've got my tongs and I've got my dry plate, and now I'm about to put my olive oil in my pan. This is the part that I don't like. This is the part that I don't care to have to do. But I'm using my salad master. I'm just gonna get all the oil in there. It's gonna be a mess. Do I need more than that? I ain't fried that in ages. I'm just gonna, okay, hopefully that's enough. I'm already dreading using this oil, but it is what it is. So we're gonna let that start sizzling. Again, we've got my mess of a dry battered, but the seasoning looks good. If you can I? So now we're gonna let that warm up. We are going to fry it and then plate it here. Move this out of the way. Plate it there and not burn ourselves. That's the goal. Alright, so I added my first couple of pieces. I'm going to add a couple more. Now a lot of them have broken, so I'm doing like the smaller pieces first. These little nugget pieces, just so I can get them out of the way. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to rinse this off a couple times. Whoop. It's getting real. It's getting real. Hold up now. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Maybe I should turn it over. See, this is why I don't like frying. This is why I don't like frying. Mama, let me turn it down. Let me turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down a little bit. Flip it over. It looks cute. It looks cute. Well, hold up now. Hold up now. Flip it. Okay, okay. Okay, calm me. See, that's why I don't need to be in here frying stuff. Need that one. Whoop. You got the wrong woman in here frying stuff. This ain't for me. But I'm gonna be happy to eat it. Ooh, let me, girl, look at me. Look at me. Doing the most. Doing the most. Alright, I'm gonna flip these other pieces over. Nice. These are the last two. Let them get golden brown. And then I'll fish them out with this magic tool here. Woo! I got gut. I got gut. Is that too high? Don't leave it there. Ah! My shield. Well, it's frying. If it ain't frying, I'm lying. Alright, since I don't have any napkins, and since I don't have any napkins, I'm just going to use this kitchen towel. I'm going to lay it over this plate so that it can absorb all the extra grease, because I don't like all the excess grease in fried foods, but I want to enjoy the crunch. So I'm going to use the towel, lay the finished pieces on the towel, let it absorb the grease, and then we'll plate it and make it look really cute later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove my first pieces, and this is what she looks like. This is the first piece, nice and crispy. The seasoning looks really cute. I'm going to put them on the towel and let them The oil drip from them. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm colored and I'm singing. What is it? I'm happy and I'm singing and I'm colored. Give me a high five. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Got my fried tofu. My TOFU fingers. My TOFU fingers. So I'm just letting them be what they are. Little nuggets. Alright, next batch. I'm gonna do some of the longer ones. Just broke that one. That's my first batch of my actual long tender strips are cooking for the last minute or two. I just wanted to come on and just say thank you to however many 5, 6 subscribers, 15 I think I'm at now, just for joining me on this journey of just exploring in my kitchen and making new plant-based recipes and challenging myself. So this is a cooked recipe. I will be making more raw recipes. As last week you saw my raw wrap recipe for the first time in my dehydrator. I made raw wraps, which were really good, and the key ingredient is that apple, and that made it so good. The first time I made it, I messed it up. I didn't even bother to put that on to upload that on here, but I made it right the second time, and they are so good. I ate them all. I ate the last one yesterday. The batch that I made 4, or the batch made 4. So yeah, I ate the last one yesterday. I pretty much ate one a day, and it was really good, and I'm proud of myself. So I think that's going to be my go-to raw. I ate tofu in it with just vegetables, but as my raw meal I am going to focus on making it all just raw vegetables, greens and bell peppers, etc. on the wrap, and just make some sauce. I think I'm going to do a batch saucing video to make different sauces so that I'll have throughout the week. Because I'm a sauce girl. I love sauce on everything. I need sauce on everything. But I did taste these already. I cheated. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. You hear that? That's the crisp that we want. So while I'm over here playing with the crisp, let's pull these out. So I was pulling them out with this. So let's try. Oh, look at that. Look it. Let's just put them over there. They're coming out so nice. Oh, look at that one. I'm gonna put this under the towel so you can see. That's nice. So I am flipping my last pieces here. And they all look so good and crispy. Get that little nugget out. So that was the last of it. Let those finish frying, and we've got ourselves some tofu tenders and some nuggets because some of the pieces broke. But I'm excited. I did cheat and I tasted one earlier, and I'm satisfied. You're welcome. I'm gonna let that focus. As you can see, I'm chewing remnants because these are good. These are good. I did it. I made some really good tofu fingers and nuggets. Some of them are nuggets because, again, some of the pieces broke. But the seasoning I did, oh my God, y'all, they so good. They so good. I want y'all to really focus on them, baby. Focus on them. Woo-wee! And they taste so good. They taste so good. Let's get a little photo. Take a photo. Pose, bitch. Quiet down. Wait. Let's get a nugget. There she goes. Okay, so I'm going to get a smaller piece. I'm just going to break it open for you. Okay, look at this one. Focus, focus. Look at. Oh my God. McDonald's what? You don't even need sauce. You don't even need sauce. I'm very proud of myself. When I say these are so good, they're so good. They're so good. Oh my God. Wow. I was so tempted to make them because I was like, oh, I hate cooking with grease. I'm going to get burned. I didn't get burned. It was fine. They're so good. I laid them on the towel so I could absorb the oil from it. I have little bits because it's not the proper towel that I should have used, but it's the only one that I had that was good enough for what I was needing it for. But I'm so glad I did it anyways because these are so good and I'm so proud of myself. And they're just, look at the little nuggets. They're just crunchy. Listen, Linda, look at the, I mean, look at this. Look at this crunch. Look at this crispiness. It's so good. I just can't, like, I just hate that it's not focusing though. Can we focus? Oh my God. Yes, man. I'm gonna do another one because here we go. Look at the crispiness of this. My goodness. Boy, I know you want it. It's so good. Y'all, like they say back in the day, I'm putting my foot in this. It's all in the seasonings. I literally don't even need sauce. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have any sauce. I just have like some dressing that I was gonna use, but I don't need it. The flavor is so good, it's so crispy, it's so enjoyable. Listen, I'm about to go sit on the couch and have a grand time for the rest of the day. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me do a proper outro. Bear with me, let me turn my food up. 7-Eleven, perfect time for dinner. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today for my first attempt at making fried tofu fingers and or nuggets. They turned out so well. Look at this nugget. Like McDonald's what? You don't need no McDonald's nugget. You know exactly what you're eating. You're eating tofu. You're eating gluten-free flour. You got some nutritional yeast in there. You got seasonings. And it's just tofu. It was pre-frozen. So I pre-froze the tofu for a day or two. Took it out, let it thaw for a day or two. And then I finally got around to actually coming in here and making it. And it's so good. Like, make some fried tofu. Now, it's not going to be very often where I make fried things, because again, I don't love cooking with oil and or having fried things, but this was a treat. And I just found out some good news. So this is my treat, and this is my celebration. No cap, y'all, no cap. Make your fried tofu. But you gotta season your flour, because that is what I taste the seasoning, and it's so good. So in my wet, I just had nutritional yeast. In my dry, I had my seasonings. Y'all, I can't stop. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, let me calm down. Thank y'all so much for joining me on today's recipe, making my first attempt, my first fried, listen, I can't talk because I'm thinking about the tenders. It's tender talk. Listen, I'm happy. I'm just happy. And that's another message that I would love to share with you all is, we often hear all the time that we look on the outside of ourselves for someone else to make us happy, but that is not the ideal path to happiness. The ideal path to happiness is for you to first choose to be happy, and secondly, doing some awareness and realizing that when we're happy, it's because things go our way. When things don't go our way, we're not quote unquote happy. So when you have done your self-development work, done your self-awareness work, and you put yourself in an open-minded space to where whatever happens in life, it's an adventure, it's a time to create, it is opportunity, it's a way to introspect. Nothing has to be negative. It only depends upon your perception towards that thing. So if you are going through a circumstance or having something that's unpleasant happening, that's making you quote unquote again unhappy, sit down with yourself. Ask yourself the questions, why am I unhappy? Why did this thing happen that's causing me to be unhappy? What way did I want it to go to where it didn't? And sit down with yourself and pick apart all the positive things about that situation or that circumstance that you're dealing with, and reverse the way you think about making yourself happy and who can make you happy, because you are the powerful one that can only make you happy by choosing to be happy, by building up your perception of situations and circumstances in your life or things that may happen. Build up a perception to where you're always looking at the good and being grateful for all the things that you do have, opposed to what didn't go your way or what you don't have. So I just wanted to jump in and share that little bit because it's so important, it's so vital to our lives, because what's happening in the world right now, it's chaotic, no one knows, but put all that aside and just, your life is your life, your world, and it's funny because people used to say, like, the world doesn't revolve around you, but yes it does, because it is your world. You are living in your world, and it doesn't apply to no one else but you. It doesn't apply to no one else but you. Your world is your world. You are living in your world. Your world does revolve around you because you are the one living in it, right? So these sayings, we have to like sweep them aside and realize our truth, and getting back to our authentic selves, or getting to our authentic selves. This has been my journey, and I'm sharing this because when I began to follow my path of my authenticity, things began to happen for me. Successes start coming my way. Abundance in different areas and aspects of life started to flow my way. And me just doing things that I like and enjoy and just want to try for fun, like making plant-based recipes and sharing them with you all. Things just flow to you. Life just begins to be what you wanted. So that adds and contributes to your happiness, because when you've already chosen the perspective of looking at just the positive and picking out all the things that you're grateful for, things begin to continue to flow your way that you do desire, building on that happiness. So choose happiness, choose plant-based foods to feed your body and your spirit good things and good energy and live energy, things that haven't been killed, and you're taking on the energy of that animal. And of course it's your choice, but that is my perspective that I like to share, because some people don't realize that when you're eating animals, that you're taking on that animal's energy. If that animal died a horrible death and had a lot of trauma and whatever things that was going on emotionally, because animals all have emotion as well, we eat that energy and we take on that energy. And a lot of times we realize while we're getting sick after years and years of eating such foods, such animal foods, and we realize why we're getting sick, why we're so depressed, why we have anxiety and all of those things. I cannot say to myself that I have had those in the past 7+ years that I've been plant-based. I cannot ever tell you that I've been depressed. I can tell you that at a point in time, my mental health was kind of shaken, because I was sitting at a day job when I was wanting to be creative, and that was stifling my energy. And I got away from that by subconsciously getting fired and manifesting that so I could free myself to do creative things every day, like making these recipes and doing my acting jobs when they come up, which I've been so grateful for. So if you don't know already, since I just mentioned that, I would like to share that if you don't know, I am an actor. Again, I was living in LA. I don't know if you watched my story video, but if you do, go ahead and watch that. But I was living in LA for over 16 years, and I moved back, and that's when I began to gain success as I was building my authenticity and living and following that path. I was able to gain success as an actor here, and I booked a TV role on Landman season 1, and then I'm back for season 2 as well, and I am so absolutely grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful that I followed my heart in that path of moving back, because it brought me to this point of success in my life. So choose happy, choose authenticity, and choose plant-based foods. This is Dee, and thanks again for joining me today. Go ahead and hit the like button, because this will help other people be able to receive what I'm sharing and be able to share more with everyone who is seeking content like this. So go ahead and subscribe as well, and share the video if you can. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know if there's any plant-based recipes that you would like for me to try, or anything that you've tried that you liked. And just let's share, let's thrive, and let's just continue growing and learning and loving each other. Thank you. Bye-bye.